How's it going, guys? Rhino here, bringing you the funniest thing I've ever done, in my opinion. I was actually just thinking about this last night because I was messing around on a personal Minecraft server that I have. It's not a public server or anything. And it reminded me of the funniest thing that I did. I completely forgot about this actually, but I wanted to tell you guys the story. So some of you might know from my original channel a long time ago, back when I first got into Minecraft actually, I was a YouTuber rank on Vicstar's server, VicCraft. Now I don't remember exactly that much about the server, but I actually played a lot of Hunger Games on the server. And the server had one, not necessarily flaw, but overpowered command. So a lot of servers nowadays, especially I was a YouTuber rank on Multicube, they have a /nick command. So I can like change my name so that way I'm not badgered during a game, but then when I'm like streaming or in a lobby, I can still have my regular name and people can like chat with me and stuff. So a lot of servers have that /nick, and all it does is it changes your display name, what's above your head, and then changes your skin to the Steve skin. So that way you're just not recognized. And it actually was a very helpful command. Well, on VicCraft, their command worked a little bit differently. It did the same thing where if you nick if I did /nick XYZA479378, whatever, just like random shit, that name would appear above my head and I'd have the Steve skin. However, if I /nicked to someone who exists, it would change my display name and change my skin to their skin. The only caveat to that was it needed to be someone who had played on the server, I'm pretty sure. I'm not entirely sure, but I'm pretty sure it had to be, but that didn't matter. And I think you can see where this is going. So I started off small. I actually played on the server with one of my friends, and we both had the /nick command, and so we'd /nick, he would /nick to Vicstar, and I would /nick to Captain Sparkles. We would just stand in the lobby, and people would swarm around us, and it was just really funny because people would freak out. Now, this wouldn't work in chat. So if I was nicked as Captain Sparkles and I typed, "Hey guys, it's Captain Sparkles," it would still say ThezRhino, my in-game name, on the side. So it wouldn't do anything with the name, sadly. But the display was funny enough because there would be maybe like 10-15 people in this hub lobby or whatever you call it, the main area. And then me and my friend would stand there and just, it would fill up because one person would see us and then they'd hop over to another lobby. "Oh hey, Captain Sparkles and Vicstar are on lobby 3 or whatever," and people would just rush over and then like sprint around us and freak out. The chat was going crazy and it was just a fun time. But that's not even nearly the funniest thing that I did. After a while, my friend stopped playing on the server and I decided to adapt my own more improved version of that. So what I did was, it turns out there's an extra thing in the command because the prompt was /nick name changed name. So what I found I could do is I could /nick other people as well. So what I would do is there'd be these lobbies. You would join a game and you'd go to a lobby to wait until the game started. I would be sitting in the lobby and I would /nick one other person to Vicstar. Now, on this person's screen, it would not tell them a thing. They had no clue anything changed. The only way they could tell is if they pressed F5 so they could go into third person. But there'd be like 30 people in this lobby, and one person I would nick into Vicstar, just some random person who probably doesn't even have a YouTube channel, doesn't know anything, maybe doesn't even know who Vicstar is, I don't know. I would just nick one random person, and suddenly everyone would start swarming around this person, freaking out like, "Oh hey, it's Vicstar, whatever." This person had no clue that was going on, so they would start looking around like, "Oh, where's Vicstar? What's everyone doing?" And they're just like swarming around this person. And it was just the funniest fucking thing ever because this person had no clue what was going on. They were just getting swarmed, and supposedly this person named Vicstar was there, but they couldn't see him, and everyone was just chasing this person who happened to look and has the name of Vicstar, but isn't Vicstar. Now this would actually carry on into the game where the person who was nicked as Vicstar would still stay as Vicstar in the game, and he would be targeted hardcore. People would chase after him, like 6 people right off the start, and try to kill him as soon as possible so they can say, "Oh, I killed Vicstar," even though they didn't. And I'm pretty sure when they killed him, it didn't say Vicstar. I could be wrong about that, but I'm pretty sure the game add-on did not accept nicknamed names. Maybe it did. But I just remember people freaking out and then realizing, oh shit, it wasn't Vicstar after they killed him. So that's like middle ground. That's not quite the funniest thing that I did. The funniest thing that I did actually caused me to cause major problems on the server and caused me to lose my rank, my YouTuber rank entirely, so that I'm not allowed to ever have YouTuber rank on that server again. Which is kind of sad, but funny at the same time. Now, really quickly, I want you to take a guess. What do you think I did to cause such problems? Well, let me explain the game mechanics first of the /nick command. So a server like that is made up of a bunch of different servers, and every server is pretty much the waiting lobby and then the game for that specific game. That's basically, consider that an instance or a server. The /nick command only works in one instance, but it's permanent in that instance until it's reset. So I'll give you an example. Let's say I'm sitting in the main lobby area and I /nick as Vicstar. Then I join a game. When I join that game, I have my regular skin and regular name. When I play in that game, regular skin, regular name. When I come back to the lobby, the main area, I have Vicstar's skin and Vicstar's name. This works for all instances, so if I had done that for a game, then anytime I joined that specific game, I would have Vicstar's name and skin. I hope that makes sense. It's kind of confusing, but bear with me here. So anybody who I changed their names in that one instance where I would change like one person's name, anytime that person would rejoin that game, they would be Vicstar with Vicstar's name, basically. And so that would cause minor problems. But I decided to take it a step further, and for about, I think it was a 2-week period, I changed everybody's name. Literally everybody in each lobby that I was in, like 20 to 30 people, changed their name to Vicstar, /nicked them to Vicstar. So there'd be just 30 Vicstars running around. People were flipping shit too, because to them, it looks like, oh, they think they're the regular skin, and there's just a bunch of Vicstars everywhere. To each individual person. So each individual person thinks there's just a bunch of Vicstars around them, but they don't think that themselves is a Vicstar. And so people started flipping shit and freaking out, running around, had no clue what was going on. It was the fucking funniest thing ever, and I seriously wish I could go back and record that shit, because that would make such a great video for you guys. Well, I was contacted by I don't know if it was the administrator, but it was some of the staff members who work within Vitcraft, who work with the internal parts of the server. And they told me I was getting my rank taken away because I had caused them a fuck ton of work to recover what I'd done. It turns out they couldn't reset the server to an earlier instance so that no one was nicked because of changes made, or I don't even know, they just said they couldn't do it. And then they actually had to individually go in and reset every single person who I /nicked. They had to go find who was /nicked recently in the console. Because of tons of other commands going on, it took forever, apparently. Now I feel bad for these guys, because these guys just work internally, and my little joke or prank caused them a lot of work. But it was definitely a funny thing, and it was a funny prank. If I had been given the opportunity, I would have gone through and done the work for them, because, you know, you should clean up your own prank, basically. But it took them a ton of time to reset it, and it was really funny to do this, because some of you who don't play Minecraft probably don't know this, but whenever there's a YouTuber in a game, number one, everyone starts to think they're recording. Like right off the bat, everyone just thinks this person is recording automatically. So they try to get on his screen, like try to stand in front of him, jump around, stuff like that. And number two, they think he's up to responding to them, which leads to people jumping all around and then the chat going crazy. And I actually think I might have, even one time when Vicstar was on, I think I might have /nicked him as someone else, but I can't remember. That's my story, guys. This is kind of like a little story time. It's not really a series that I'm doing, but I just wanted to, I really wanted to tell this because I never have. And I feel like it was something that really funny that I did that I have never shared with anybody, and it's something that I wanted to share with you guys. So thank you for watching the video. Let me know in the comments down below how shitty of a person you think I am for doing this. Also, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and have a great day.